Hi S2, welcome back to German. This week we are going to be learning about evening routine. So here are your answers to last week's homework. If you've already submitted on Show My Homework, that's great, well done. Your teacher will have given you the answers and feedback. If not, you could pause the video and have a look to see what was done last week. So your starter and challenge activities are based on the vocab that you looked at last week. That was school uniform and opinions. So make sure you have your notes out from the last lesson as well as your vocab sheet. Pause the video while you do the starter and challenge and then come back and we'll go through the answers. Okay, the answers to the starter. Nummer 1, den or weil means because. Nummer 2, chic means smart, trendy, stylish. Nummer 3, altmodisch means old-fashioned. Nummer 4, ich mag meine Schuluniform nicht. I don't like my school uniform. And number 5, ich hasse is I hate. The challenge, you have to translate into German. I love my school uniform because it is comfortable. It is, ich liebe meine Schuluniform, weil es bequem ist. Remember, if you use weil, it sends the verb to the end. And the verb in this sentence is ist. Okay, well done if you got them correct. So this week we're learning about evening routine. So bronze level of success is being able to remember your morning routine phrases. You would have done these a few lessons ago with your S1 teacher. Silver level, I will be able to recognise activities, things like listening to music, watching TV, playing sport. And gold, I'll be able to say what I do in the evening. So maybe you say at 5:30 I play football in German. Okay, mein Tagesablauf is my daily routine. So if you were in Miss Cathcart's S1 class, we did this a couple of weeks ago, so you would have the notes already in your jotter. If maybe you don't have these notes, a good idea would be to pause the video, either write them in your jotter or you could print them from the PowerPoint. So just to revise some pronunciation, ich wache auf is I wake up. Ich stehe auf is I get up, like I get up out of bed. Ich wasche mich is I get washed. Ich dusche mich, I have a shower. Ich ziehe mich an, I get dressed. Ich frühstücke, I have breakfast. Ich putze mir die Zähne, I brush my teeth. And last one, ich gehe zur Schule, I go to school. Perfect. So, to test how well you can remember these, you've got 6 pictures of different morning routines, and underneath you've got A to F, which are 6 phrases in German to describe the pictures. So you have to match the numbers to the letters. So look at your notes on morning routine, check your vocab sheet, they will both help you. Pause the video, then come back and we'll go through the answers. Okay, picture 1 is somebody brushing their teeth, and that is I. Ich putze mir die Zähne. Number 2 was getting up, and that is ich stehe auf. Number 3, going to school, is ich gehe zur Schule. Number 4, getting a shower, is ich dusche mich. Number 5, getting dressed, ich ziehe mich an. And number 6, having breakfast, ich frühstücke. So E, A, F, B, C, D. Give yourself a mark out of 6 for them. Okay, on to the next part. So we're learning about evening routine. So over the next 2 slides, we have 8 activities that you could do in the evening. So to begin with, just listen to the pronunciation. You can pause the video, try saying it back so you can practice it. And then after we go through the activities, I'll say when to pause so that you can either print it off or you can copy the different phrases into your jotter. So top left photo is somebody cooking. So in German it is ich koche. Ich koche. And that's how you spell it. Picture to the right of that is somebody watching TV, and it is ich sehe fern. Ich sehe fern. Bottom left, playing sport. Ich spiele Sport. Ich spiele Sport. And the last one, I listen to music. Ich höre Musik. Ich höre Musik. Okay, pause the video, either get it into your jotter or print if you have a printer. Either way, as long as you make sure you have it down somewhere. Okay, next 4 activities. Top left, we have going to bed. Ich gehe ins Bett. Ich gehe ins Bett. To the right, walking a dog. Ich führe den Hund aus. Ich führe den Hund aus. Doing your homework, bottom left. Ich mache Hausaufgaben. Ich mache Hausaufgaben. And the one on the right, I meet with friends. Ich treffe mich mit Freunden. Ich treffe mich mit Freunden. So, you might notice that some of the pictures have little stars. That's going to be explained in a little second. But now you could get the video paused, get them copied down into your jotter. Okay, second activity is on evening routine. So it's just what you've written down. There's a comic strip with 6 pictures, so A to F, and it's following a story of this girl. So I want you to pretend that you're this person, okay? And you're writing down what you do for each picture. So it will start off with ich. So it's just what you've written down. So think about what they're doing in the picture, then use your notes. So A equals blah 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 blah. If you think you can manage without any help, you can pause the video and start the activity, but keep listening if you think you need a little bit more help or guidance. Okay, so if you need some more help, I've given you the start of each sentence and I've given you the first letter. So you'll be able to look at your notes that you've written down and that will help you pick what the correct answer is. Okay, so pause the video and then complete the activity. Okay, hope you got on okay. So the answers to the comic strip. Picture A, ich mache Hausaufgaben. So I do homework. Picture B, ich sehe fern. I watch TV. You might have had ich höre Musik because there are some speakers there, either or. Picture C, ich treffe mich mit Freunden. I meet friends. Picture D, ich führe den Hund aus. I walk the dog. Picture E, ich koche. I cook. And picture F, ich gehe ins Bett. So give yourself a mark out of 6. Well done if you got on okay with them. So this was the part I was telling you about that had the little stars beside the verbs. So in German, you have some verbs that separate into 2 parts when you're using them in the present tense. They follow the same pattern as other verbs, but you have to do something extra. Okay? So with these verbs, you have to chop off the prefix. And I'll explain what a prefix is in a moment. Then you have the verb and you format as usual. So remember your endings that you would have learnt in S1. So E, S, T, T, E, N, T, E, N. And then the prefix that you chopped off, it goes to the end of the sentence. So an example in English would be I wash up. So the up is the prefix. So I wash up. So first example, we have fernsehen. All one verb. This is what you'd find in the dictionary and it means to watch TV. So fern is the prefix. You chop that part off. So this bit here. And then sehen, that's the verb. So you need to make that agree with the person who is talking. So if you're talking about yourself, so ich, you need to take off the en. And then you have to add your ending. So the ending for ich is e. So I watch TV is ich sehe fern. If you're putting a time in with that, the time phrases go after the verb and before the prefix. So it will be ich sehe 7 Uhr fern. I watch TV at 7 o'clock. So what I'm going to get you to do here is to pause the video. This is a really important part that I want you to get copied down or printed off, either way, whichever is easy for you. Once you get these two parts down, I'm going to show you a second example. Okay, so pause the video and we'll come back for the second example. Okay, example number 2. Den Hund ausführen, to walk the dog. So, aus is the prefix. You chop that off. Then you're left with führen. And if you're talking about yourself, so I, you take off the en and you add your ending for ich, which is I. So it would be ich führe. Aus goes to the end, so it would be here. If you're putting a time phrase in again, remember it goes after the verb, so it would be ich führe Viertel nach 6 den Hund aus. I walk the dog at 6:15. Okay, so pause the video again, get the second example copied down, and then we'll move on. Okay, in German, if you want to put time anywhere in the sentence, it can affect the word order. So if you put the time at the start of a sentence, like at 7 o'clock I meet my friends, it will change the word order. And it means that the verb, so meet, is the second idea after the time phrase. So if we look at this example, 7 Uhr treffe ich mich mit Freunden. So at 7 o'clock, meet I myself with friends. Literally is what it means. So the verb is the second idea. Another example, 7:30 sehe ich fern. At 7:30, I watch TV. Remember in German, they talk about the hour to come. So 7:30 is literally half an hour to 8. So 7:30 is 7:30. If you want to put the time phrase after the verb, it would be ich treffe mich 8 Uhr mit Freunden. Or ich sehe Viertel vor 9 fern. So remember, ich sehe fern, that was a separable verb. So fern is the prefix and it goes to the end. So another good idea would be to pause the video, get this part copied down. It's the last big chunk of writing that you have to do. Or you can print it off, whichever is easiest. Okay, your third activity, it's a little short paragraph and you're reading for information. So it's about this person called Max and they're telling you what they do in the evening. So I've given you some extra vocab to the side because there are some new words in there. And you've got 4 questions, and in brackets it might say 1 or 2, and that's the number of things that I want you to write. So when does Max meet his friends? I'm looking for 1 thing. If it says 2, then it means I'm looking for 2 pieces of information. So use your notes, use your vocab sheet, pause the video, take as long as you need, okay, and then we'll come back and we'll look through the answers. Okay, hope you got on okay. The first question, it said, when does Max meet his friends? So, we know that meet friends is treffe ich mich mit Freunden. And he says before that, nach der Schule. Schule is school, and nach, if you look at the vocab box, means after. So after school, I meet with friends. So he meets his friends after school. That's 1 mark. What does he find difficult? The word for difficult is schwierig. And he says, danach, so after that, so after playing football, mache ich Hausaufgaben. Es ist zu schwierig. So I do homework. It is too difficult. So that's your another mark. 3. Who cooks dinner? Meine Mutter kocht 6 Uhr das Abendessen. Now we know that das Abendessen over here says dinner. Meine Mutter is your mum. So his mum cooks dinner and the time was 6 Uhr, 6 o'clock. So a mark for his mum and a mark for 6 p.m. And what time does he watch TV at and in which room? He says halb sieben, which is 6:30, sehe ich im Schlafzimmer fern. Schlafzimmer is literally sleeping room. Schlafen is to sleep. So it's his bedroom. Okay, so 1 mark for 6:30, 1 mark for bedroom. So well done if you got those correct. If you weren't too sure on some of the vocab, remember to check your vocab sheet and your notes. And if you want, you could take down this green box of vocab as well and add it to your vocab sheet. Perfect. So that is the end of the lesson. So our success levels. Bronze, I'll be able to remember morning routine phrases. So think of things like ich wache auf, ich stehe auf, ich putze mir die Zähne. Silver, I'll be able to recognize activities. Things like ich spiele Sport, as I play sport. Ich sehe fern, as I watch TV. And gold, I'll be able to say what I do in the evening. This level, you'll be able to do this whenever you do your homework, which I'm going to explain in the next slide. Okay, so your homework to submit. There are 2 tasks. The first task, you are going to watch a video, and it's the 3 German teachers for S2. So Mrs. Larkin, Mrs. T, and myself, Miss Cathcart. We're all in one video, so you have to watch the video, find your German teacher, and they're going to be telling you about their evening routine. So you have to write down what they do. So they might say something like, 5 Uhr spiele ich Fußball. So at 5 o'clock I play football. You put that answer on to show my homework. The second task, I want you to make a video of your evening routine. So you can dress up, you can use props, you can act it out, and you're going to submit your video on Flipgrid, which I'll show you how to do in a second. If you don't want to share it in Flipgrid, that's absolutely fine, but you can send it through Show My Homework, so it's just your teacher who can see it. An extension activity. I would like you to create your own comic strip writing about your evening routine in German, with at least 4 actions with the times. So use your notes to help with the spelling and for the word order. And you can put your extension activity on Show My Homework. All the instructions for your homework tasks are on a Word document, and I've given you some little tips to help you complete it. I'm going to show you now how you can use Flipgrid. So open your internet browser, type in Flipgrid, and it will be like this. Then you go to enter flip code, and ours is WHS German. Then you'll be able to see the Flipgrid and your teachers' names, and you have to log in with Microsoft. So they want you to put in your Glow email address here. Then it will bring you to your Glow sign-in page that you would normally use. And then you enter your password. And this is what it should look like whenever you get onto it. So it'll say S2 German, homework is evening routine. There are the tasks I already explained. And here is the video of the 3 teachers. So I'll just play a bit to show you.
5:30 spiele ich mit dem Hund.
So Mrs. Larkin starts it off. So whoever your teacher is, just listen to it, and then that's how you'll do task 1. For task 2, if you want to make your own video, you can either do it on your phone and upload it, or you can record it directly on it by hitting the green plus button. Okay, so that will record on whatever device you're on. If you have any questions, don't forget to just message your teachers and show my homework, and we'll be happy to help. Have a good weekend.